Hey. I pretended to ignore you. That is so clever and original. As you can see, I got a haircut. Go me. School also seems to be going well. After all, it is the fourth week of the quarter, and I'm still alive. Lucky for you, I've been doing a lot more people watching over the last couple of weeks. I've decided that I'm going to use this red notebook to write down anything that I see that I find funny or inspirational, or even a little bit of both. I guess this way I can remember things that are funny and that I'd like to share with you. Flailing and running at full speed, the sun-deprived art student cringes as his arms and face meet sharply with a low-hanging palm frond. A frazzled lady tries to cross the street just as a cyclist attempts to do the same. Hilarity ensues. And then of course there's my personal favorite. He just kept running, as if he were being chased. He even looked behind to confirm that no one was chasing him, and he continued to run like he was being chased. When you find yourself running from class to class, you soon learn to find new ways to entertain yourself. Of course, I don't just write down funny or awkward stuff, I also mentioned that I write down the inspirational things too. As the coach for the women's basketball team at Rutgers University said, they are God's representatives, in every sense of the word. There are a lot of great things that I'd like to remember, but sometimes I just can't, and so by writing them down, I hope that I can hold on to them for a little bit longer. It's like buying an external hard drive for your brain, except the write speed is ridiculously slow. And speaking of things that move slowly, when is summer gonna get here? I've never tried to start something new this late in the year. I mean, well, I guess it's not late in the year, but late in the school year. For the last 13 years of my life, April has been the time when things start winding down. But this time they decide to start up again. It's a roundabout way of saying it, but I'm confused. And I'm trying to use this confusion to justify the fact that I sleep between midnight and 9 a.m. every single night. Who does that? That's crazy. I does that, and yes, I am. It probably doesn't help that I choose to stay up so late. Huh. That's another thing. It got really hot today. Not ridiculously hot, like, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to die from heat exhaustion hot, but hot enough so that the area of your back that makes contact with your backpack gets all sweaty and nasty. Hence the shirt changing. And mentioning warm weather allows me to do the non-cliched segue into how I feel about global warming. For me, I believe that God gave us the Earth so that we could provide for our generation as well as future generations. So if we do anything that possibly inhibits our ability to provide for the future generations, we should stop it and maybe try to turn it around a little bit. Earth Day was last weekend, so naturally my brain went into brainstorming overdrive, and so I've been thinking about neat things, like maybe getting solar panels for my home, or maybe even trying to figure out a way to make freeways generate electricity. I also went to a seminar this week where I learned that a person walking creates about 50 grams of carbon dioxide per mile, per person, but if you're riding a bike it only creates about 16. A car traveling at 60 miles per hour creates approximately 460 grams of carbon dioxide per person per mile. So obviously, if you want to reduce your carbon footprint, you should probably walk, or even better, ride your bike. Well, I guess that's all I've got to say this time, so hopefully I'll see you within the next month, and we'll have me ramble some more. See you later.